As debate over the state's Confederate monuments continue, President Trump is now weighing in on Twitter.
He's calling for the arrest of people that vandalize statues on federal property, which has left many questioning how that would work. That's where our Colleen Quigley comes in, getting answers tonight on what it all means. Colleen.
Marius and Angela, good evening to you both. We're live on Hillsborough Street, which is still roped off as the removal of the Confederate Monument continues. If you take a look behind me, they are bringing in a boom lift right now. But other than that, things are pretty quiet here at the state capitol today. But the president today tweeting and citing a law that only applies to federal monuments and statues, so it wouldn't apply to this. But I'm told there are other laws that criminalize vandalizing a statue like this one.
After protesters tried to topple a statue of Andrew Jackson in D.C., President Trump tweeted Tuesday he's authorized the arrest of anyone who vandalizes or destroys any monument, statue, or other such federal property, citing the Veterans Memorial Preservation Act.
It's already the law. Prosecutors already have the option of using it. It's not clear that the president needs to authorize it.
UNC law professor Rick Sue says that law only applies to federal statues that commemorate someone's service in the armed forces in the United States.
This does raise a question about whether Confederate statutes really fall into that. I mean, that they were service in an armed force, but not in the armed forces of the United States. That was kind of the point of the Civil War.
Sue says that law does not apply to vandalism from May 30th on the federal building on Raleigh's Fayetteville Street, but other charges do.
There's a lot of laws about vandalism, about trespass on government property, about desecration of government property, vandalism of government property, both federal and state.
State Capitol Police charged 27-year-old Conrad James for inciting a riot that led to 2 monuments being torn down at the Capitol Friday night. When it comes to charging someone with these crimes, Sue says it comes down to the severity of the damage and the context.
Whether or not the government will in fact press charges and what kind of charges to press is in some ways a sensitive political question, which we actually allow our prosecutors to make that decision.
Back live now outside the state capitol. James was also charged with trespassing, as was one other person related to that incident out here on Friday night. For now, reporting live at the state capitol, Colleen Quigley, CBS 17 News.